Hey all, welcome back to the driveway. Tonight we're putting this Bighorn Infrared Grill to the test. A unit sent out to me that claims to crank up to a blistering 1500 degrees Fahrenheit and deliver true steakhouse quality crust. This is my very first cook right out of the box, so we're figuring out the learning curve together. Let's fire it up and see what happens.
So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to season up these steaks. Now, because this thing cooks at 1500 degrees, everything that I've researched says don't put pepper on this immediately because you can burn it, and we don't want to do that. So we're just going to lightly season this with a little bit of salt for the time being. And we're going to get both sides. And for dramatic effect, you got to hold the seasoning up really high when you drop it. Okay, now the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and light the Bighorn grill. For the cook that we're doing today, we're going to run a medium heat. These steaks are only about a ½ inch or so they're not super thick. So you can see I've put it to, I believe it's the 3rd level on the grill, and we're just going to get a good sear on it. Our goal is to get a nice medium rare on these steaks. This is an infrared grill, so you can see at the top it's much like what a buddy heater has as far as the ceramic blocks and everything that disperse the heat. And I can tell you right now, from this area, it is already melt your face off hot. So you've got 2 different trays that you can use, and right now I've got this set at the 3rd level. It has a drip pan at the bottom, but it also has like a TP or an angle styled drip deflector, and what that does is it keeps all the drippings to the side so that you don't get any flare-ups on the meat. So while we wait for this to get hot, which it's getting there, guys, this Bighorn grill gets up to 1500 degrees Fahrenheit. It is supposed to produce steakhouse quality steak. We're going to put that to the test today. The time has come where we're going to put 2 of these puppies on and see what happens. We'll put these in for 60 seconds and see what happens. You know, no barbecue video from me is complete until you have a good beer pairing. And this week, we're starting with the Vienna style red lager from the Allstat Brewing Company. Now, the cool thing about this, these are German styled beers, but they're out of Fredericksburg, Texas. So they're born in Texas, which is awesome. It's local to the Texas Hill Country. But what I'm excited about is to pop this puppy open and see what it looks like. Now, I remember drinking a Killian's Irish Red a few years back, but I haven't seen them in a long time, so you guys will have to let me know. Do they still exist, or did that company somehow go belly up? I don't even know who made it, who bottled it, anything like that. But as you can see, this has a beautiful amber color to it. It boasts 5% ABV. Oh man, that is so good. Malty, a little bit of toastiness, some floral notes to it. Man, this is a fantastic beer, and it is going to perfectly pair with these steaks. Oh, I can't wait. We're going to go ahead and move this up to the top level. Being that they are thin steaks, I want a really good char on those. All right, we've got the first round complete. Got a little bit of a nice crust on there. All right, we're going to go ahead and hit this with a little bit of that salt and pepper blend, just as we want that pepper flavor on it. Didn't get as much of a crust on this one, but I was afraid of overcooking this one. So the grill's definitely got a bit of a learning curve built into it, and that's okay. That's what this is all about. So we're gonna let that rest for a minute, then we're gonna cut into it. We have got the steak ready. Now, full disclosure, this was my very first time to cook on this Bighorn grill. Had I been a smart person, I would have cooked on it before and kind of got the rhythm down and everything before I did it. But I wanted you guys to experience it the same way that I am. And with any type of grill, there's always going to be a bit of a learning curve. With that being said, I cooked this steak for about 1 minute and 15 seconds in total. But I think I overcooked it a little bit. We're actually going to see what happens. Now, this steak is probably about a 1/2 inch thick, if that. I think to really put this grill to the test, you're going to need something much thicker and a much bigger piece of meat. But let's go ahead and cut into it and see where we landed. Oh, 100%. That is well done. Slight pink in the dead center that you can see. It's very tender and it's still very juicy, but it's still a well done steak. So I've got some learning to do on this, but that's okay. I'm gonna taste it right now because, oh my gosh, it sure looks tasty. It's got some juiciness to it. My neighbor's here. I'm gonna give him a slice too. Yeah, that's a good steak. It's not bad. If you like yours medium rare or rare, I apologize in advance. I'm still gonna eat it because the flavor is there, but just got some work to do to dial this in correctly. But that's okay. We're gonna go ahead and get inside now. Heather has made some great potatoes to go with this. So until next time, keep the smoke rolling and the brews flowing.